calculate volumes from cross sections, from volumes, select volumes by section. The first thing we need to do is create a purpose for the measure. We'll do this from the File drop down menu, selecting purpose, enter a new name. So in this example we're going to carry out an earthworks measure. So we need to select an alignment string that was used to generate the cross sections. Now we need to select the section files. So I have sections that are taken through the design model and sections that were taken through the existing ground level model. Now we need to specify the changes that are going to be used to calculate the volume. So we can either enter a start and end change along with an interval, or in this case I'm going to take the changes from the layers. I'll select one of the layers and it populates a list box with all the required changes. Now we click on the layers button. So we need to define the item that is going to be measured. So first of all we pick two layers that the areas between are going to be calculated. So the first one is going to be the underside of the topsoil strip, and the second one is going to be the earthworks outline. You can enter a description. So this will be earthworks. We can enter an excavation material, so we'll use class 3. We can also specify a category, use that one. So we now have two layers in the description and also the material and the category. So we need to define our cut and fill shading that will be displayed on the cross sections. So double clicking in the box we can select a colour, choose red for cut and then attach some shading. So for fill, this time we're going to use blue, a slightly different shading type. Now we have the join options. We use these when the two layers don't intersect each other. So I'm going to choose an extend layer option for the layer 1. So for layer 1 I'm going to use the extend level option. And for layer 2 I'm going to extend it vertically, so we use a gradient of 1 and 0. You can create further volume items by selecting new and selecting different layers and different descriptions. So once you're happy with this, you select OK. And before we run the volume, I'm going to select this pause option. So I've selected the option so it will pause on the first section. We can do no pause or pause on each section. So select OK. So we select the start volume button. We need to give a name for the measure. Call this week 1 measure. Now the cross section screen opens, and as specified in the pause option, it's paused on our first section, which is at change 0. I'll select pause. I'm just going to make this window a little larger. So by selecting pause, we can start the volume again. You can press pause at any time. So now the volume run has finished. We can see our results here. For our layer that we specified as earthworks, we have an excavation volume, a fill volume, both in cubic metres. We can print this report by selecting the reports button, and we can specify what elements to include in the report. We have chainage, the areas of cut and fill, or the volumes of cut and fill. This can be also exported to an Excel spreadsheet. So here is our printed report. It shows the areas and volumes by chainage.